Nergens voel je de energie van India als in Bangalore, in het zuiden van India. Er staan misschien geen glimmende gebouwen, maar tot in elke steeg van de stad voel je de vooruitgang. Ik raakte in Bangalore bevriend met een Indiase journalist. Hij was net klaar met zijn studie journalistiek en had nu een probleem. Van alle kanten werd er aan hem getrokken, maar hij wist niet of hij aan de slag moest voor dat populaire tv-station of toch die nieuwe krant. Elk jaar komen er honderden nieuwe krantentitels bij. Terwijl de oude dame Europa een lange periode van economische crisis voor zich heeft, en soberheid en een vergrijzende bevolking, is India een jong kind met een mooie toekomst. De bevolking is jong en al meer dan 20 jaar groeit de economie. En er lijkt geen eind aan te komen. Over 40 jaar zou de economie de grootste ter wereld zijn, nog voor China, die eeuwige rivaal.
He is my 17, 18 years customer.
Really?
From his college days.
So how old were you when you came here for the first time?
Well, I was in college.
Okay.
So maybe around 20, 22.
Okay. So when did you start actually cutting hair?
Me?
Yeah.
89, 90s.
In the 90s? Okay.
My father left our business, I took it over.
Your father was a barber?
Yes. They used to pay us 5 rupees a day. 5 rupees a day. Which, on that, we started living on that.
And
That's how we started it. And my mother started working in a house as a servant, as a cook.
So that was very little actually.
A little tough time. One meal. Only we used to get that one meal, the afternoon meal only. No breakfast, no dinner.
Right.
Yeah.
What's so nice about cutting hair?
It feels good.
To work with your hands.
Yes, yes.
And what do you do actually?
I'm a trained cup taster.
Mm-hmm.
I work with coffee, and India grows a lot of coffee. And so we have an own brand over here. That, we have a big market in Bangalore.
Right.
So that's the market we cater to.
And are you born and raised in Bangalore?
Oh yes, very much.
Can you tell me about the change that Bangalore had in the last, say, 15 years?
I don't think it can be narrated because that's the amount of change that has happened over here. The last 15, 20 years, unbelievable change. We're talking about 8 million people in Bangalore right now. And
how much it used to be in, say, 20 years ago?
just a couple of hundreds of thousands, that's it.
Really?
It's just been like a...
That's incredible. Yeah, you can really feel the change, even you know, if I'm being an outsider, I can feel it. It's very energetic city. And how much is it for the haircut?
How much is it?
75. 75.
75.
Oh, that's a very modest price.
Yeah. Well, I don't work for money, I work for my pleasure.
So how come a barber owns a Rolls Royce?
Till 93, I was just a barber only. In 2004, exactly, I started buying luxury cars.
Right.
Which was not available in Bangalore, much of luxury cars for renting. So that's the time when I started buying luxury cars like Mercedes. The first car which I picked up was a Mercedes, a luxury car which cost me about 45 lakhs.
And was it actually such a good business because it was right at the same time that the Indian economy was growing, right?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Sir, morning. Sorry, half an hour late.
No, no.
Late half an hour.
This is going to be the proper 7-seater.
Yeah.
7 seats.
Can you tell me how many years this showroom is here now?
This is about 10 years old.
10 years.
10 years old.
And is the business, is it on the rise or?
It's always on higher side.
Yeah?
Every year we'll have about a 20 to 25% growth.
Every year,
Yep.
25%?
Yeah.
You sell 25% more?
Every year we do that.
Good business. When are you planning to buy this one?
Maybe next year.
Maybe next year.
So, some
Yeah.
Usually I buy in bulks. I don't buy one. Minimum cars, whatever I buy is 3.
Okay.
Except the rolls.
Normally-
Rolls only 1. I can't buy 3. It took me about 10 years to get this way.
This was your goal.
Yeah.
So what's the new goal then?
New goal, by 2015 I planning to stretch limo.
A stretch limo
Yeah.
from Rolls-Royce?
Rolls-Royce or a Mercedes.
Okay. A Rolls-Royce stretch.
Yeah, stretch.
How much do those cost?
I think it should cost about 8 to 10 crores.
Okay. So that's in another 3 years.
Dream. I hope so it fulfills my dream.
Meeting. Oh, oké. Ik heb een afspraak met de CEO van Get Friday. Het is een heel bijzonder India's outsourcingbedrijf. De meeste bedrijven doen gewoon recht toe recht aan callcenters voor westerse bedrijven. Maar deze mensen gaan nog een stapje verder. Het is even wachten.
I'm preparing a presentation for my client.
Okay.
He's going to present it today. He's a professor in the university.
Yes.
So I'm preparing a presentation for him.
And what is the presentation about?
It's drug abuse in US.
Drug abuse in the US.
Yeah.
So you're doing the research for the professor and then he's going to
No, not
walk
like
away
that.
with all the fame.
He will provide us some subject and just how to find some images which suits for that subject and how to place it in the presentation which looks attractive.
Okay. How long have you been working here?
I'm here since from the past 2.5 years.
Did you get any strange requests that you thought, this is weird?
I haven't got anything as of now, but I used to get a little different things than other people, and I heard many things that we got these.
Okay, can you
these
tell
were
me
the
one?
things. One client got lost while driving to other city, and he asked us to guide him from his place. So that was the one which I heard.
He was lost in the US and you
Yeah.
had to guide him home.
So by using the Google Maps here.
Okay. Did he get home?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. So
Fantastic.
we are successful to guide him within next 45 minutes.
Okay. That's good. Good luck with the presentation.
Thank you.
It looks great.
California, Florida, Illinois, Kentucky, Massachusetts, Missouri, New Hampshire, Missouri.
Okay, now here, Dakota. The T sounded like duh. Okay? South Dakota. Very good. Vermont. When you say V, your A needs to come out of your mouth, okay? Do this. Okay, now, Vermont. Very good. New York. Oklahoma. South Carolina. Utah. That's Virginia.
Sorry we're late. Hi. Hi.
Sundar.
See you. Hi.
Go there, that's the floor.
Yeah.
I'll get $30.
People do work on shifts,
like you have the Far East shift sitting there. And then
it's now 12 o'clock noon, so
Far East is operational, but you will have the European shift coming in at about 1 o'clock, 1:30.
When morning starts in Europe.
When morning starts in Europe, and they will fill in, and then by evening, let's say, I think now it's daylight saving is gone, so so it's probably about 7:30 or 8.
Yep.
You have the Eastern Standard Time.
In America?
In America, that's the largest shift for us, followed by the Pacific Standard Time, the West Coast.
And then the working day ends here?
Ends here at about, roughly at about 7:15.
Okay.
And the next shift starts at 7:30.
Okay, so there's a 15-minute
probably
time frame
about half
that nothing
an hour.
happens here.
Yeah, probably about half an hour that people aren't there. But invariably there is a overlap where people are sitting waiting for the
So actually there are people sitting here round the clock?
Round the clock, 24/7. This is the Far East team.
Hi. Jelle. What are you working on right now?
Yeah, it's working on online documentation. I'm working on client's remote desktop.
Remote desktop?
Yeah, I'm working on client's system.
Okay, so you can look inside someone's computer and then you...
Provided the access. Of course. They know exactly the preferences of the client. In fact, the clients also know quite a bit about these people, the backgrounds they come from, what are the festivals they celebrate, including like you're having a bad day. Okay, I won't trouble you too much today.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Like would you have with the secretary?
With your own employee in the office. So that's the kind of relationship they have.
Okay. Have you ever seen your customer? The one that you're looking into the computer right now?
No.
Okay.
Most of the clients, they'll be sharing their photos.
Okay.
Like if they're going for the vacation, they'll be sending the pictures to their assistants.
Right.
They are very excited to know about our culture. And also like if they, we used to sing a song for their birthdays.
Okay.
There are clients from almost 50 countries who are using the service. And we provide at the moment service only in English.
Okay.
We used to provide a German language service.
Right.
But we ran into problems in terms of getting the right resources. India has very limited German-speaking resources.
Okay.
Hence, it was not viable. So these people can do anything for the clients which can be done virtually.
Mm-hmm.
That is, if you can do it on phone, email, fax, the sky is the limit with the technology that is available. It is all possible.
Hello?
Hi, am I speaking to Jake?
My name's John. I go by Jack. What can I do for you?
Hi, Jack. We are a singing telegram service in India called tashtunes.com. Your friend, Par, he hired me to sing a song for you over the phone to wish you a very happy birthday.
Great.
And he would also like to receive the recording of the song and call. If that is okay, may I begin singing?
Yeah.
Jack, get happy. Hey, happy birthday. Who lots of present. Hope your wishes come true. Happy birthday, Jack.
Thank you.
So once again, your friend Par would like to wish you a very happy birthday. And on behalf of tashtunes.com, you have a wonderful day.
Thank you, you too.
Goodbye.
Misschien zal die outsourcing steeds persoonlijker worden. Goedkope psychotherapie. Of gewoon aandacht. Een van de medewerkers van Get Friday belt elke ochtend al 4 jaar met dezelfde bejaarde vrouw in Kansas. Hij belt haar wakker en dan praat ze een half uurtje. Gewoon om de eenzaamheid te verdrijven. Misschien worden straks honderdduizenden bejaarden in Nederland wakker gebeld door vrolijke Indiërs. Ze kunnen dan wel geen kousen aantrekken, maar misschien wordt de aandacht voor oude mensen wel uitbesteed. So how long have you been working here?
It's been now 1 year.
1 year? Okay. And how long have you been in Bangalore?
In Bangalore, it's 1 year only.
1 year?
Yeah, today
And you're coming from Bihar?
I actually, all the childhood days is in Bihar. Then I was also working in Delhi for 2 years.
Okay.
I worked there and then I came to Bangalore.
Okay.
If you come here, it's mean like daily you will be knowing one or the other new things you have to learn. So that is the most interesting part about this job, which I love it.
So can you give an example about something you never knew about and now you know everything about?
I never knew some of the tasks which we do it like personal tasks also. I never knew that people can call like this also. Like I'm doing for my one of my clients, I'm searching a wife. So that was a really like clients can come up instead apart from their professional things or the company things, they can ask us to find wife also. So I'm just doing that. I'm searching wife for him.
And have you ever seen him?
Never. No. He will be sending his photos. I will be seeing his photos.
What kind of world is this coming to? Do you have access now?
I'll check. He is a client. He's an owner of one Sat company in Australia.
Okay.
So from there I came to know.
And then he called you.
Yeah, I spoke with him. I spoke about his things because I have to get to know him more better. As per his profile, I have to understand his things. So I set up a questionnaire of 30 questions for him and I sent to him, you have to answer me for this. And then I would be sending some questions to the ladies also.
Okay. And did you find her?
Yeah, one girl has been shortlisted.
Where's she from?
She is an Asian. Basically, she is from, I guess, from Japan, something.
Oh, you don't really know?
I know Japan. Japan she is. And I will not be in touch with them when it goes to personal because if I get into touch, it's like a personal thing. Obviously, they will not be comfortable sharing the things. So I told him, and the further communication, I guess you should go ahead because it's more will be personal things now.
Do you Skype with her also, with the Japanese?
No.
Okay.
She will not be knowing that I am actually. She'll be knowing that the client is communicating.
Okay. So you're just
immediately,
writing.
but yeah, she will not be knowing because I will be logging to his matrimonial websites. I will be using his ID and password. But everything which I will be sending to them as a letter also, it will go as he is sending.
Oh, okay.
Because he doesn't have time for all those.
You're doing the flirting as well.
Yeah, okay. You can say like that.
Okay.
This was
That's her?
Yeah.
Let's have a look. Oh, but she is in Moscow.
Yeah.
Okay, she's a journalist.
Yeah, she is a journalist.
It's maybe something for me, actually.
Sometimes it will say, how is the climate there in Australia?
Okay.
I can't go back to the client. I will just Google it. What is right now the current climate in Australia? And I will get back to you. Yeah, right now it's...
You have no idea, actually.
I have no idea what is going on in Australia. Okay. I will Google it and then I will say, yeah, it's very good. It's nice. Whatever the summertime or winter time, I will be telling them in the same way I will tell them.
But this is such completely different worlds. You're finding a Russian or Asian woman for an Australian in India.
Yeah.
I mean, how do your brains cope with such a big change in communications? Isn't it difficult sometimes?
I also felt same thing. I said to to the client also, like it will be a huge cultural difference between us and between you.
Yeah.
Then he said the first line like, I know you people believe in arranged marriages, and that goes long for in India. So I want that. That's why you are the best person to decide who is the best girl for.
Okay.
So because of that he chosen. That's why I told him it will be a huge cultural difference between us and between your culture.
Yeah.
But still he agreed. He said, but I told him it's not like India is not having only arranged marriages.
No.
Now India is completely changing and they have love marriages also. But we will make it arranged. It is there.
Door al dit soort bedrijfjes houdt de staat de snel groeiende economie nauwelijks bij. Zo is er een groot tekort aan elektriciteit in India. Er gaat geen dag voorbij of je ziet ergens wel de stroom uitvallen. Ooit had meneer Tanti een textielfabriek waar de stroom de hele tijd uitviel. Hij zette een windmolen neer om niet afhankelijk te zijn van die elektriciteit. Daarna begon hij er meer neer te zetten en exporteert zijn bedrijf windmolens over de hele wereld. Tot de crisis had hij een geschat vermogen van $3 miljard.
दूसरा एक चीज बताना है, जैसे ही तुलसी भाई यहाँ पे आते हैं, जो अपने जैसे गेट के अंदर एंटर होते हैं, तो अपने को एक बार तालियों से स्वागत करना है, बराबर है? It's a great pleasure with you today morning. After 4 or 5 years, I am visiting this plant. I am very happy to come here and meet all of you to see how my team is doing great jobs. And truly we are building India's great infrastructure. Not only that, we are mitigating the climate risk for the world. And that is the biggest contribution you guys are giving. And that will help, not for our country, but whole world. The credit goes to all of you because your contribution.
Hi.
Hello. Nice to meet you.
Jelle.
It's my great pleasure to meet you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Same here.
Good.
It's really impressive, and I'd love to have a look around. So this is actually the place where the blades are connected to? Is that correct?
Yeah, this is the center part of the turbine. It's called the hub assembly.
Okay.
Where the rotor is connected, all 3 rotors to this assembly sector.
Okay.
And this equipment and this technology can align with the wind velocity and wind directions so that it can take care of any change in the air. It can capture the maximum energy.
And now they're testing it?
Yeah, currently the testing is good because as you know that this is on an 80-meter tower, on a 100-meter tower, this equipment goes. Sometimes is high degree temperature is there, like in Rajasthan is 50 degree, and sometimes is minus 40 degree in Wyoming side.
Right.
So all these things.
Every place on the earth has different requirements.
So that control system can manage all these situations.
आप ये क्या काम करते हैं?
उसके
बारे में बताया।
स्लीवरिंग असेंबली कर रहे हैं। स्लीवरिंग असेंबली होने के बाद में प्राइमरी, अभी इसके बाद हम लोग स्टड सेटिंग करेंगे।
और कितने साल आप यहाँ करते हैं?
5 साल से अभी मेरा यहाँ पे सर्विस चालू है। तकरीबन नहीं तो भी 25-30 आदमी हो गए एम्प्लॉय यहाँ। यस, पिताजी पहले एक बार जब यहाँ पे आया था, बीच में कुछ फंक्शन था तो उसको लेके आया था मैं। तो वो यहाँ पे आए और देखा इतना बड़ा कंपनी जो पहले उन लोगों ने कभी नहीं देखा। इतना बड़ा कंपनी है, अपना प्रोडक्ट है, वो बहुत कॉस्टली है। तो उसने देखा, बोला कि लड़का मतलब अच्छा काम कर रहा है, अच्छा जॉब है, रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी के साथ में काम कर रहा है। तो उसको थोड़ा गर्व हुआ कि नहीं, मेरा बेटा आज पढ़ाई से आगे हुआ और अच्छी कंपनी के अंदर जॉब कर रहा है। ऐसा पहले 10 साल पहले जो था, जब भी छोटे थे तभी मेरे पिताजी जॉब करते थे। तो वो इतना फैसिलिटीज़ नहीं था कि वो आने जाने का रहेगा, ट्रेन फ्रीक्वेंसी है, बस फ्रीक्वेंसी है। तो उसके हिसाब से जो जनरेशन हुआ वो चेंज हो गया अभी 10 साल के अंदर। तो इस हिसाब से हम लोग वो प्रोग्रेस में ही अभी चल रहे हैं कि जितना जल्दी हो उतना हम लोग कैच करें। लाइफ इज़ शॉर्ट, सो शॉर्ट टाइम में हम लोग कुछ ज़्यादा हासिल करें तो अच्छा रहेगा।
Length of the rotor blades we are producing is 40 meter and 50 meter size, which is the largest length. And at this moment, nearly 400 tailors like this. Okay. It's on the road.
400 of these are
each moment. So we have a dedicated berth and 9 ships and 400 trucks continuously managing the materials.
How many blades are there now?
The production, it's 8 plus 5.
Okay.
So the 13 is there.
Wow, it's a big operation.
And this is my father. Okay. He is a farmer, and at the age of 51, he is expired. And then immediately taken the responsibility of the business and also for the families.
So actually, he never witnessed that you built this gigantic wind.
He has never visited the rotor. He see only the first year of my textile business.
Right.
The first year when I started my first factory in Ankleshwar, and the inauguration was there. So he visited that, and after 1 year he expired. So he had never seen the success of the textile and success of the wind.
Doesn't that feel bad sometimes that your father?
Yeah, always. But that's why he is always with us.
Yeah.
Like picture is there, so we always feel he is among us.
Sinds kort is het in India goedkoper om elektriciteit op te wekken uit zonne- en windenergie dan uit diesel. Door heel India worden lawaaiige dieselgeneratoren, die je tot voor kort op elke Indiase straathoek zag, vervangen door zonnecellen of windmolens. Niet vanwege het milieu, maar gewoon omdat het goedkoper is. Op dit moment zitten 400 miljoen Indiërs nog zonder elektriciteit. Maar met die groeiende economie zal het niet lang meer duren. Stel je voor dat al die Indiërs in één keer overstappen op groene energie. Dit heeft meer effect dan alle elektrische autootjes in Europa bij elkaar.
India is we can say it's a young country because it's an emerging economy. And India is not yet in a developed economy. So it's a journey from emerging economy to developed economy. In that phase, every country gets the opportunity for the high growth. So Indian economy is growing by 7 to 8% GDP growth. At the same time, Indian economy can help and support the global economy on a big way. Number one strength of the India is it's the largest democracy. That's given the huge, enormous opportunity for individual to become an entrepreneur and to make their own choice. That is the biggest thing. Second is the largest English speaking population in the world is India. 60% of our population is a younger generation is there. So once they become, and a very high degree of the knowledge of education systems are established in India. And I'm confident because of that education, because of the democracy and because of the language English, I think India has an enormous opportunity to become a superpower after 2 decades.
Dat de economie groeit heeft natuurlijk ook minder goede kanten. Met al dat geld is de corruptie flink toegenomen en de hebzucht. En de hoeveelheid afval, die nu al gigantisch is, wordt alleen maar groter. Ik bedoel, in de magen van een Indiase koe zitten gemiddeld 20 plastic zakken. Gandhi noemde het ooit de monstergod van het materialisme. Wat zou Gandhi ervan vinden dat er op dit moment in India meer mobiele telefoons dan wc's zijn? Ik heb dit mooie shirt in India gekocht. En die man die zei er wel bij dat ik het elke ochtend met de hand moet wassen. Dat hij ervan uitgaat dat in Nederland iedereen wel een wasmannetje heeft. Hij was stom verbaasd dat ik alles in de wasmachine deed. In India wordt alles nog met de hand gewassen. Iedereen in India geeft elke ochtend zijn kleren af aan een wasbaas en die doet het allemaal met de hand. Maar nu India rijker wordt, verdwijnen die mensen natuurlijk ook. Mensen kopen wasmachines en de mannetjes, de dobies, de wasmannetjes, die verdwijnen.
माफ कीजिए, ये कपड़े कहाँ से हैं? ये कपड़े कहाँ से हैं?
होटल में।
होटल। सब होटल में।
Yeah.
And what is actually better for your shirt? To wash it by hand or wash it in the machine?
See, it is in the machine because this is not a washing machine, a domestic washing machine where the impact will be not that much of what you are having a domestic washing machine.
Okay.
So this is an industrial washing machine. Sufficient water will be there and sufficient room will be there for that.
Because all these people were previous, they were dhobis.
Correct.
Okay.
No, earlier you can see that they were washing in the food. There is a big tank is there. They used to be inside the water tank and they used to wash like this in the hand by putting this manually, where there was a lot of chemicals and other things.
Was bad for your hands.
Yes,
no?
yeah.
Okay.
So now they are very happy that they are doing here and productivity is more.
Okay.
Yeah,
so it's actually,
absolutely.
Economically, it's also feasible.
Yeah, one person used to wash about 200 to 250 garments a day. Today here in the machine they can go up to 2,000 pieces.
Machine color then the black and black
And was it hard for the dhobis to get used to this completely new work?
Yes, it is. I can tell you 50 to 60% is his effort is there because constantly he was coming here.
Yeah.
The mindset has to change.
Yeah.
So the cost of the chemical, cost of the washing, everything they were under the impression that it will cost a bomb.
Right.
But
they
no.
trust the machines? Did they trust them or?
Yeah, they trust now.
Okay.
Now the people, that's what he says, that you have to listen from him. He says, in case if one day this stops, the people are in panicky because they are so used to this for the 2 years.
Okay.
So they are adjusted.
But now it's changed.
Now it's changed.
What do you think about if you see India in the future, say 20 years? Will there still be people washing by hand?
Hey, now already it has changed.
Yeah.
Domestically it is changed. A lot of other industries has come. Now actually we are initiated on this pilot project. We have done it.
This is the first project?
First project in India what we have done, modernization of
for
Dhobi
our
Ghat.
community.
Okay.
For our community.
For your community. Now already we are taking up in Bangalore about 18 Dhobi Ghats. Then in the state there is Dhobi Ghats. Like it is going wise all over India basis.
So you think on the longer term the hand washing will disappear or?
Hand washing will be, I cannot tell eliminated because it will be reduced. It will become reduced. Yes. It will be reduced to a maximum extent.
How many hours do you stand in the water each day?
ಸುಮಾರು 10 hours 10 ಗಂಟೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ
10 hours
ಬೆಳಿಗ್ಗೆ 6 ಗಂಟೆಯಿಂದ ಸಂಜೆ 4 ಗಂಟೆ ತನಕ ನೀರಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತೀವಿ ಆಮೇಲೆ 2 hours ಒಳಗಡೆ ಶೆಡ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಬಟ್ಟೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂಗಡಿ ಡೆಲಿವರಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು
ಓಕೆ
ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ತಿಂಗಳಿಗೆ ಒಂದು 18,000 to 20,000 ಅರ್ನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ನನ್ನ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಲ್ಲ ಅಮ್ಮನಿಗೆ ಹೆಲ್ತ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಹೆಲ್ತ್ ಕಾಪಾಡಬೇಕು ತಂಗಿ ಮದುವೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ 1.5 lakh ಖರ್ಚಾಗಿದೆ ಅದು ಲೋನ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಪ್ರತಿ ತಿಂಗಳು ನಾನು 6,000 ಲೋನ್ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ಆದ್ದರಿಂದ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ರೆಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ ನನ್ನ ಮೇಲಿದೆ ಅಮ್ಮನ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟ್ಲ್ ಖರ್ಚು ತಿಂಗಳಿಗೆ 3,000 ರೂಪಾಯಿ 4,000 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟ್ಲ್ ಖರ್ಚು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಅವ್ರ ಬಾಡಿ ತುಂಬ ಲೋ ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಇದೆ ಅವ್ರ ಬಾಡಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೆವಿ ಟ್ಯಾಬ್ಲೆಟ್ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ಆದ್ದರಿಂದ ನಾನು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು
Is it safe for your body?
No, it's safe ಅಲ್ಲ ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಲೋ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಬ್ಲೀಚಿಂಗ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಕ್ಯಾಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಸೋಡಾ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅದು ಖಂಡಿತ ಹೆಲ್ತಿಗೆ ಅದು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಆಗೇ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅದು ಈಗ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಮುಂದೆ ಏಜ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ದಿನ ಆದಮೇಲೆ 2 days ರಜಾ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ ಹೊಟ್ಟೆ ನೋವು ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಲೀವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾಯಿರ್ತಾರೆ 2 days ಲೀವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಹೊಟ್ಟೆ ನೋವು ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಕ್ಯಾಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಆಗ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ ಅದು ಓಪನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಕೆಲವು ಟೈಮ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಆವಾಗ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇಲ್ಲ ಚಳಿಗಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ನು ವಿಂಟರ್ ಸೀಸನ್ ವಿಂಟರ್ ಸೀಸನ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಓಪನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ
ಡ್ರೈ
ಓಪನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಸಮ್ಟೈಮ್ಸ್ ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ನಿಂದ ಆಗ ಊಟ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಬ್ಲಡ್ ಸೋರ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ
The hot food burns in your hand?
Definitely.
And then you have to use a spoon?
Spoons also.
Okay. But for Indians it must be, I mean it's almost like a human right, to eat with your hands. Yeah, it's difficult. Okay. Now it's okay, no?
Now it's okay.
Okay.
Het zal niet lang meer duren. Of een wasmachine heeft ook hun werk overgenomen. Dat is misschien wel een goede ontwikkeling. India heeft steeds meer behoefte aan hoogopgeleide mensen. De wasjongen die ik sprak had zojuist een studie boekhouding afgemaakt. Tijdens zijn examen bloedden zijn handen door de lange wasdagen. Van menselijke wasmachine naar boekhouder. Ik hoop dat het gaat lukken. Eigenlijk is het de ultieme vorm van outsourcing, een mensenleven. Het gebouw achter mij zijn ongeveer 70 vrouwen die een kindje uitbroeden als het ware, 70 draagmoeders. En volgens mij liggen ze nu te slapen. Ik ga even kijken.
नमस्ते आप कैसे हैं ठीक म्यूजिक ये आपका पहला surrogate बेबी है सब पहला
हाँ सब पहला
हाँ सब अच्छा है अच्छा आज रेस्ट ये पैसों का आप क्या करेंगे
मेरा घर बनाएंगे घर नहीं हाउस नहीं है हाँ
आज हाउस नहीं है
नहीं घर हाउस बनाएंगे और बच्चे हैं दोनों एक बेबी दो बेबी एक बाबा है वो लोग के लिए रखेंगे फीस करेंगे तो पीछे उन लोग को जब शादी कराएंगे तब वो लोग का काम आएगा.
Alles wordt eraan gedaan om risico's te vermijden. De draagmoeders moeten tijdens de hele zwangerschap in dit huis blijven. Voor je het weet lig je onder een riksja.
હવે અમે પોતાના 3 ડિલિવરી કર્યા તો નોર્મલ કરાયા છે બરાબર. હવે મારાથી થતું હોય ને સામેવાળા વ્યક્તિને બાળક મળતા હોય એના માટે થોડું કષ્ટ આપણને મળે તો એમને બી બાબા કી બેબી જે બી મળે અને એમને બી દુઆ અમને તો લાગે ને અને એમના લીધે અમારા છોકરા બી પણ જે તે દિવસ ખુશ છે એમના લાઈફ સુધરી જાય. એ લોકો આપણા માટે એટલા બધા રૂપિયા ખર્ચતા હોય તો 9 મહિનામાં આપણને શું જાય છે એમ. એ લોકો અમારા પાસે 25-30 લાખ ખર્ચતા હોય અને એમને બાળક મળતા હોય તો એમને જે ખુશી એના કરતાં તો અમને ખુશી થાય છે કે અમે સામેવાળા માટે આટલું કરી શકીએ છીએ.
ये आपका पहला surrogate बेबी है और ये पैसों का आप क्या करेंगे?
ऐसे गांव में हमारा मकान ज़मीन है ऐसी तो उसमें मकान बनाना है मुझे.
मकान?
हाँ मकान बनाना है.
नए मकान?
ऐसे जमीन ही है ऐसे दीवारें नहीं है वो बनानी है. और 3 बच्चे हैं तो उनको पढ़ाने के लिए.
और मकान बड़ा होगा?
अब इतने पैसे में तो शायद ही हो पाएगा ना. होता है नहीं होता है.
कितने कमरे?
एक ही कमरा बनता है ना इतने में तो कितना बनता है. इतना सही कमरा एक ही बनता है. ज़्यादा तो ये तो થાય તો કર ગયા 9 મહિના અમે રાખીને પછી આપણને એટલે થોડુંક ટાઈમ લાગે. શું કરીએ હવે. આમ એક વાત બી છે ને કે પૂન માટેનું બી કામ છે ને. અમારા હિન્દુ ધર્મમાં તો છે ધર્મનું બહુ માને એટલે ધર્મ કરી શકીએ છીએ. ઘણા લોકો એમ કીધું કે આમાં ધર્મનું બી કામ છે એટલે ચલો અમારું ઘર પાસે અગર કોઈને કામ આવતું હોય તો સારી વસ્તુ કહેવાય. આમે કંઈ શરીર આપણું કે એટલું એ નથી કે કોઈના કામ આવી શકે તો આ બાને કલો કોઈને કામ આવે છે. અને એમ બી હવે જો ને 2 મહિના 3 મહિના થાય પછી છેક સુધી પાડ પડે તો જ કહેવાય ને નસીબની વાત છે ને પછી.
Elke geboorte gebeurt voor de veiligheid met een keizersnee. Meestal worden meerdere bevruchte eitjes ingebracht bij meerdere draagmoeders om de slagingskans te vergroten.
Is there a rise on the number of children that's being born here in the clinic?
Yes, it's on the rise, not to a bigger extent because surrogacy is such a work that you can only cater to a certain number of patients in a month. So definitely there is a rise. People world over need surrogacy and IVF has made it possible for such couples. And the awareness has increased. The surrogates also know what the treatment is, so more surrogates now come up to become a surrogate, how it is being done. And it's really good for the couple to have a child when they can do it only through surrogacy and change their lives, and it's very good for the surrogate also.
And can you describe a little bit the impact that this has on for these people?
The impact is enormous. Most of my surrogates, I would say 60 to 70%, have bought a house of their own. Some of them have started a small business by opening a small shop or beauty parlor or buying a land for agriculture and buying an auto rickshaw for the husband so that he can make an earning out of it, or a taxi, cab. And that way they have got a house. Some of them have educated their children, college education, made them engineer or teacher. And the impact is such that Now they have a house, they have better means of earning, and the surrogate especially feels that she has not only changed her life but her family's life and her children's life. It's not that you take your baby, you take your money and get lost. What we want is that we should get information about the baby that is growing. So most of the couples give us a feedback that the baby is 1 year old, 2 year old going to school. And more important than everything else is the life of the surrogate should change. We want them a changed human being.
In de praktijk melden zich bij andere klinieken in India ook echtparen die gewoon gezond zijn. De vrouw heeft alleen geen zin in het gedoe van een zwangerschap. Maar officieel zijn de draagmoeders alleen voor koppels die wel een kind kunnen verwekken, maar de vrouw de zwangerschap niet kan volbrengen.
Namaste, Jelle. Aapka naam kya hai?
Noorjahan.
Noorja? Ah, oké. We zijn nu in een kliniek met draagmoeders. En de dame met wie ik net liep, die heeft een kindje net gekregen. En een ander kindje komt eraan. Die zit nog in de buik van een andere vrouw. En dan gaan we nu naar binnen. Namaste. Sleeping.
This is the last train stop of having your own biological child. And the history of every single woman who has come here and my story, it's one of tragedy. I mean, there's just no other way to say it. It's my own tragedy, but it's my tragedy. I lost 4 children quite late in pregnancy, and my body had given up as far as holding and containing a pregnancy. My husband and I, we create wonderful embryos, very good embryos, but I wasn't able to hold any pregnancies.
Is it a boy or girl, the firstborn?
The first one was a boy.
A boy. What's his name?
He's a boy.
What's his name?
His name is Rom.
Rom.
Yes.
Rom?
Rom. No, R-O-M. Not
okay.
rum, the drink.
Yeah.
R-O-M. Rom.
Okay, Rom. That's a good name. Strong name.
Strong name.
So when you held him for the first time, well, can you describe that moment?
Yes, because it's still coming to fruition now. I wasn't pregnant for the last 9 months. I didn't have the morning sicknesses. I didn't have the bloatingness. I knew from, unfortunately, my history that what it was like to be pregnant for a small amount of time, for 4 months, but I never felt the kick of a child. He was born 6 weeks early. So I get an email in the middle of the night, which I happened to be awake doing work. And it was 1 o'clock in the morning in Canada, and I was awake. And all of a sudden, bing, email coming in. Okay, probably spam. I open it up to open my email, see what it is, and it says in the subject line, C-section.
You actually get an email that your child is being born.
Yes, C-section. So it's 24 and a half hours, if not 26 plus hour flight to get from Canada to here, the other side of the world to get here. And it's 6 weeks early. I was expecting to come. I was actually expecting to come this week. And all of a sudden, I pick up the computer and I run from the living room into the bedroom screaming, it's coming, the baby's coming. Of course, it's shock first and foremost. And just your mind starts to race. How am I going to get there? What's happening? Is everything okay? How's the baby? How's the surrogate? What's happening? Picked up the phone, and thank goodness Dr. Patel answered her mobile phone. And she said to me, the surrogate's dilated 1 centimeter. You need to come now. And I managed to get here, and 2 hours later, my son was born. So you arrive to the clinic, you walk upstairs. We were now on the 3rd floor. You walk upstairs to the 2nd floor. You wait, and you wait, and you wait. And then all of a sudden, they're like, the nurse comes out and says, it's a boy. Okay.
So
this is my home, and this is our home. We had breast milk for the past 15 days, but on the 14th day, we found out that she started eating every single spicy thing that she hasn't been allowed for the last 9 months, and everything that the gestational carrier eats goes into the breast milk, which then will go into him. So if she eats, 5 hot chili spicy peppers, so does he.
Yeah.
I will have 2 children born 10 weeks at this point, 10 weeks apart. I will have to explain that when they go to school and they're not brother and sister or brother and brother. So how we're going to describe to the kids when they grow up is that they are wonderful chocolate chip cookies.
Okay.
So mommy was the flour, daddy was the chocolate chips, and Nirjana or Shaku was the oven that baked you to perfection.
Okay.
So there's actually a new coined term for it. He is one half of a twibling.
Twibbling?
A twin sibling.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Children that are born less than
Makes
6
sense.
months apart, twin siblings.
Okay.
So he is one half of a twibling.
A twibbling.
Yes? Okay. We've had tummy problems, haven't we? Yes. What?
I give you one time again.
He gave him meds? Yeah.
And Lisa, of course you're the mother, but you missed a part that he was in your belly. You missed a part with the breastfeeding. Is it harder to have the mother-baby bond, or does it make any? Doesn't make any difference?
Emotionally, it was like this: that somebody handed me a wonderful new being, and said, "Love it, take care of it, feed it, burp it, change it, show it love and affection." But I was waiting for basically the last 3 weeks for a knock at the door for the parents to show up and say, "Okay, we're back from our vacation.
Yeah.
We'll have our child now."
You have that feeling? You had that feeling?
It started to dissipate, I think, probably last week when he started to switch over between breast milk and formula. And he had the first tummy ache. And, he cried except when he was in my arms. Right? He wanted to be held. And one time Diksha did it and he was like, "Ah!" and then he came to me and it was like all of a sudden it was like, I know, then he knows, and maybe we know that we are connected. And that's when I started to feel like there's something about this little being that is half of me. Okay. Some more. I'll give him to Diksha. Just for a moment.
Elk jaar komen er meer vrouwen naar deze kliniek en worden er meer twibbelings geboren. Elk jaar wordt er meer geld verdiend en wordt de situatie beter voor steeds meer Indiërs. Het India van de kleine winkeltjes en de gezelligheid zal binnenkort wel verdwijnen. Net zoals bij ons gebeurde vanaf de jaren 50. Dat is de ellende. Door welvaart krijg je om de een of andere reden altijd een samenleving die meer op het individu is gericht dan op de gemeenschap. Aan de andere kant, de superstaat India is nog maar net geboren. Misschien dat zij van onze fouten kan leren.